The third snapshot is here from Minecraft 26.3, adding sitting on cushions and straw beds. My name is slicedlime and this is a showcase of the news. Let's start with cushions. The cushion can be crafted from 3 wool slabs of the same color, giving a cushion of that color. The cushion is an item that you can place in the world and then interact with to sit on it. It can be placed on any flat surface and will sit on top of that surface, but always align horizontally with the block grid. Once placed, they cannot move. They do not have any collision and can overlap with other objects, but will break and drop if the block they are on is broken. Interacting with the cushion makes you sit on it, which works much like riding. You can turn around while seated and you get up by using the sneak button, much like dismounting. This snapshot also introduces the straw bed. This is a new type of bed which can be used to sleep through the night, but without setting your spawn point. Straw beds are crafted using 3 hay bales, which gives you 4 straw beds. Each straw bed is placed down as a bed and is then one use. It is destroyed when used. This happens even if you get out before sleeping away the night. You can, however, pick it back up if you haven't used it. You cannot use a straw bed outside the overworld. Using it in a dimension where a bed would explode simply destroys it. As opposed to regular beds, villagers will not use straw beds. There's also a new statistic for how many times you've slept in straw beds. This version also has follow-ups for features from the previous snapshots. Many of the abandoned camp structures have been updated, with some of them now having straw beds and cushions. Some abandoned camp structures have been fixed with some orange wool stripes removed under one of the flower forest structures. Another one of them no longer has a dropped birch log sitting around in it. Similarly, one of the windswept forest camps no longer has a dropped stack of bone meal in it. Many of the abandoned camp structures have persistent leaves in them, which has now been fixed. And abandoned camps in wooded badlands parts which do not have any trees or grass no longer generate a square patch of grass. Some other world generation fixes. Ores now once again generate in blobs of andesite, diorite and granite under world height 0. And shelf mushrooms no longer replace water when they generate. There are other changes for shelf mushrooms as well. They now have unique sounds, together with the red shrubs. And an entity standing on a shelf mushroom no longer repeatedly spams a sound. In gameplay news, the mining speed adjustment on level 3 of mining fatigue is now consistent with other levels. Drowned now once again chase players, and they can no longer use any item including consumables, which they started doing in the previous snapshot. You can now once again scrape the wax or oxidation off copper doors. The glass bottle of a single dragon's breath being brewed no longer vanishes when the brewing completes. Some team fixes as well. Touch damage is now properly disabled by the friendly fire team setting, which also applies to explosion damage. Another thing that was broken in the previous snapshot is for multiplayer functionality, where much of the online functionality was broken, including all skins for other players than yourself. Visual fixes in this version include fixes for the entire screen being magenta in Vulkan mode on Mac, and the rendering corrupting entirely when toggling between full screen and windowed mode. The lighting on entities has also been fixed, which was too dark or bright depending on the side of the entity in the last snapshot, and lighting on the stems of wildflowers and pink petals is now fixed. The glowing effect now once again disappears properly when cleared. The poplar door hinges now also has a single pixel fixed. And the item texture of poplar hanging signs is now consistent with other hanging signs. Some user interface fixes as well. The tooltips of several items in one are now consistent. Line spacing is no longer larger between the first 2 lines for multi-line tooltips. The poplar wood set is now placed consistently in the creative inventory. And the ambient sounds of poplar leaves now has a proper subtitle. There's also support for a new language in the game, Gothic. And of course, this version also comes with technical news for data and resource pack makers. If you're also interested in that, head on over to my pack news channel for a separate video. But that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. If you interact with the like button, you can make the YouTube algorithm sit. Sit boy, sit. My name is slicedlime, and I'll see you next time.